Timber Creek Outdoors presents The High Road with Keith Warren.
First off, I'm grateful to be an American, to live in a country that still has country like this.
Oh my gosh, that was unreal. I can't get over it.
So this is my second black bear hunt, and we're at the Hillsport Hillton again, which is in Algoma Country, Ontario. Now, if you've never been bear hunting before, let me tell you what an average day is like when you bear hunt, at least up here. So you get to sleep in till about 8 or 9 o'clock. Gary and Maggie will make you a nice big breakfast with some eggs, bacon, hash browns. Everybody loves that. Then you go out to the stand with a sack lunch around probably 1 o'clock, and you sit until dark. Then, if you're successful, they pick you up, they take your bear back here, they skin it, clean up the meat, butcher it up real good for you, and you have a late dinner, which is either a steak or pork chop, something really good. You celebrate, and you go to bed, you sleep in, and you do the same thing again. So after breakfast, you have plenty of time to do whatever you'd like. If you want to go back to bed, you can do that. You can read a book, go for a jog, do whatever you'd like for a couple hours, and then it's off to the stand. If you want to come bear hunting, you need to be very patient. You sit in the stand for a while. They send you off with a sack lunch. You can eat your lunch, read a book. You're not going to have any cell service, which is really nice to disconnect. And if you're one of those people like me who's always go, 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 something always to do, this is really nice to unwind, settle down, and get connected with nature. With the setups up here, you're not going to see the bears coming from a long ways away. They're going to be on you, and you got to be ready. And bears are very smart. If they smell you, they're gone. They've got good eyesight too, so you need to be ready. Always on your A game, and you've got a long time to wait and be ready. So we better go get a bear. And the first thing we got to do that is go check our zero. Alrighty, we just got up to the Hillsport Hillton, and it is a hike up here. We had to drive for 5.5 hours, had 4 flights, but this is where the bears are at, and we're here to party. We're gonna make sure our gun is sighted in. If you can't tell, the bugs are awful, but that means the bear hunting is gonna be good. Okay. That's on dead center. Okay. Let's go get our arrow.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Reconics, Sightmark, and Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%. The High Road will be right back.
If you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, you'll see all kinds of interesting videos that have never made it to TV. And while you're there, make sure and check out our blog for some behind-the-scenes fun.
Now it's time for viewer feedback, brought to you by Protect the Harvest, Protect the Hunt.
All right, this one comes to me off of Facebook from a person by the name of Gladys, and I think y'all need to listen up on this. This is just awesome. I'm not a hunter, and I can't stand the thought of killing animals. I lean more towards being an animal rights person. A friend of mine told me to check out your Facebook page and just look at some of the pictures of people with dead animals. Why do hunters smile when they have their pictures taken? It makes me sad to see such beautiful animals murdered by such cowards as yourself. I wish Facebook would stop allowing this perverted display of barbarianism. Please consider removing these awful images. Gladys, please consider not coming on my Facebook page if it offends you. I have no idea why you would think that a hunter shouldn't be smiling after they've taken an animal. Clearly you're not a hunter, but as a hunter, when we want to take an animal, yeah, we're overjoyed, but we also have some sorrow because we did take an animal's life, but it's out of the utmost respect for the animal and out of life, period, that we feel the way we do. And so take our pictures off of Facebook of people with big grins holding up the animal they took. No way. But Gladys, I appreciate you checking out the Facebook page.
Should I put a stick under it? The stand is right up there about 20 yards, so this is a good setup and we're feeling really optimistic. Y'all ready? Alright, we just got set up. We've got a bait about 18 yards right over there to the left, and the wind is perfect. There's a couple bugs out. It's nice and hot. Should be a good day for bears.
Here at the Hillsport, we're hunting bears over baits, which has a lot of benefits. The biggest benefit is you are able to size up the bear next to the barrel and see if it's a mature bear. It also allows for you to get enough time to make good shot placement and make your shot count. So when you hunt with bait, you've got a lot of work. You gotta go in every single day, see which baits are getting hit, fill them up again, and you have to be really careful when you go in and check those baits because you don't know what you're gonna find.
Alright, so we just came down to freshen up this bait, and one of the guys said there's a bear in the bait bucket, and we all thought he was crazy. We're going to get bear spray and hopefully figure out what the situation is, so stay tuned. Here comes Bob with the bear spray.
Let's just pick the barrel up and we'll shake him out.
Oh, look, he's moving. He's moving. Oh, there he comes.
That's a
Porcupine.
That ain't a bear.
There he goes.
So Bob goes over there because he's brave to dump it out of the barrel. He starts shaking it and out comes a porcupine. Not a bear, but it was still pretty cool.
That's actually the first porcupine I've ever seen. I was ready to fight it.
Hunters up here primarily hunt with bows or crossbows. You can use a rifle, so you got 3 options. I'm kind of using one in the middle of all of those. I'm using an air gun. It's the 50 cal Dragon Claw. It shoots either an arrow or a pellet. I'm shooting the arrow. It's the same gun I used last year to take down my bear.
I didn't think we were gonna get a bear. We worked so hard for that. This is the hardest hunt I've ever been on. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm crying. Wow.
The bear ran off into the woods and I was wondering what's gonna happen next, and then all of a sudden he started death moaning, and that's when bears release all the air from their lungs. I knew I had gotten my first black bear when I heard that, and I was overcome with emotions. I started crying because it's something I've always wanted to do. We worked hard for it. We sat out 4 days through the wind and the rain and the cold, and we were miserable, and 20 minutes before dark on the last day, we made it happen. It was truly incredible.
Ooh, here the blood starts. Oh my gosh, it's so far in there. There's so much power. Clean pass through on a big old bear and stuck in the dirt real far. That's pretty powerful. I think we proved how powerful this thing really is. Wow. Oh my God. He's huge.
Wow. Oh my gosh. This is the Dragon Claw. It is a 50 caliber air rifle and more than capable of taking down a big black bear like I just did.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Pulsar, Timber Creek Outdoors, Legends Ranch, the Lucas Oil Outdoor Line, Record Rack Deer and Elk Feed. The High Road will be right back. Now it's time for Gear Care, brought to you by the Lucas Oil Outdoor Line.
When I started shooting AR rifles years ago, I was noticing there were a lot of guys with oil and just bathing their guns in it, and I thought, man, that's crazy. And so I found the extreme duty gun oil, and I started using it because all I had to do was just put a light coating on there one time, and I was done. But I know you use it. Tell everybody why you use it.
Well, last year I set a world record with an AR. I fired 10 shots on 4 targets and right at 1.5 seconds. When I'd get to go practice, I'd bring like a 400 round, 500 round box, oil it up. Don't have to worry about burn off. I can shoot from my practice session. Matter of fact, the rifle would get so hot, I had a portable fan I'd bring out. I'd burn a magazine, set it up on the fan, go out and patch the targets, come back and shoot again. I didn't have to worry about the rifle. I just had to worry about me shooting fast.
Okay, and the thing is, you only oiled it one time.
That's it.
Okay, so, you know, I sit here, and if you go to the gun range and you see guys taking oil and just bathing their ARs down with it, you really don't need to do that. I mean, the extreme duty gun oil will handle it. Just one application and you're done. And the cool thing about it, this little bottle right here, I mean, it's got a very small little needle on the end of it. So if you want to put that in a little tight nook and cranny area, you can do so with it. It's the extreme duty gun oil made by Lucas Oil Outdoor Products.
For more information on the Lucas Oil Outdoor Line, visit our website and join us on Facebook for more Gear Care tips.
So the first night we sat in a location that was absolutely perfect. It was beautiful, it was real tight, you couldn't see for a very long ways. The barrel was about 18 yards off to the left, perfect for me to get a good rest, but it just didn't happen. So I knew I wanted to do something different the second night. So it's the second night. I knew I wanted to do something different, and I figured, why not go to the same place I got lucky last year? It's completely different weather. Last year it was lousy, it was rainy. It's perfect today. Absolutely gorgeous. The wind is great. We've got a river right behind us that's loud, so we've got a little bit of noise, but it's very thick in front of us, so I knew I'd have to listen really close if I was going to be prepared for a bear to come in. My dad's off to the right in another tree stand about 10 feet away with a camera. We have a string tied between us so that I can get his attention if he's asleep or looking the other way or can't see the bear if it comes in. So it's really fun to be able to go on these hunts and have him as my camera guy right next to me and make those memories while we're filming and having the joy of the hunt. It's getting dark, which means it's getting bear 30. And I hear something coming in. The squirrels are super loud, louder than you would think. And I'm watching these squirrels, and I said, I don't see those squirrels anymore. And I knew it was a bear. You could hear it thrashing around in the woods. Usually they're very stealthy, so I look over, the bear shows up, and I know it's gonna happen. I just have to be patient. And the reason I have to be patient is because shot placement is critical, especially when you're shooting an arrow. I need the bear to be broadside so I can hit the middle of the middle. The vitals are different on a bear than that of a deer. I'm no expert, but from my experience, from my dad's experience and watching videos, that's the best place to aim. So I have to be very, very patient so I get the perfect shot placement.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by AirVenturi.com, Liberty Safe, Shadow Hunter Blinds, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, and Tannerite brand binary rifle targets. The High Road will be right back.
All right, for those of you who have never been bear hunting and are from Texas or anywhere in the South like I am, I can't describe it. This is my second time bear hunting and I still have the shakes. I still started crying. It's incredible. I mean, you're waiting for hours and then watching something so beautiful and huge emerge from the woods. It's indescribable, and I just can't wait to go see him. We're waiting for some of the guys now because this country is real thick. He's right over here. We heard him expire. But it's incredible. I hope y'all can see the raw emotion. I'm so excited that this is on camera and I can share it with people. And if you've never done this, make it a priority for you. Put it on your bucket list, because you don't know till you know, and I know, and I want everyone to know this is freaking awesome. It's just incredible. Look at all that blood. Oh, there's where he went. God, that's thick. There's more blood over here. Y'all see all that? Well, there's the arrow. Look how deep it is in the ground. Goodness. Oh. There we go. This was truly an incredible hunt. This was my second black bear hunt, and it gets me going. My heart starts racing. It's still racing. I just love it. I eat it up. I shot it with an air rifle, the 50 cal Dragon Claw, which I absolutely love as well. Shot it with an arrow, clean pass through, just did the trick really well. You can see the shot placement was great. One of the most important things I want to emphasize, when we bear hunt, we eat bears. A lot of people don't think they're good to eat, but they really are if you cook them right. So what we're gonna do now is get them nice and cleaned up, get them to the kitchen, and I'm gonna show you one of my favorite bear recipes. If you've got any questions or comments, or even your favorite bear recipe, post them below and I'll make sure and get back with you. In the meantime, we gotta get this guy taken care of. I felt overcome with emotion just like I did on my first bear. That did not change. I broke down crying again. These bears are magnificent. Just being able to watch them come in and experience it. They're incredible creatures. It's all about the joy of the hunt. You're sitting surrounded by beautiful country. It's inexplainable, and it's something I'm really grateful for, and I'm glad that that emotion didn't go away, because that's something I think all hunters should have for their entire life hunting. Well, that looks good. The house smells amazing. Look at this. Bear stew. It smells amazing. The whole house smells good. Look at that. This is a perfect supper on a cold night. Let me get a couple bowls full. It's supper time. All right, you ready to eat? You ready to be my guinea pig?
I'll be the guinea pig.
Okay. Well, we are cheese lovers, so we're gonna add cheese. And one of the nice things about this is you can get creative. Do any kind of variation you want. Add corn, add pasta, add rice, whatever you want.
If you had jalapenos, you could
Oh,
add
yeah.
jalapenos.
And we don't have those. I didn't see any at the Canadian grocery store. Let's mix it up real good. Is it good?
Get back. Woo!
Is it edible?
That is
hot.
good. It's delicious.
Look at that. It looks like roast beef. It's so tender. Perfect. To the joy of the hunt.
Atta girl.